Chairman Jong-mo is still investigating Moo Gi-jun. It turns out that the villa employee who died in a hit and run was Moo Gi-jun's mother. And it turns out that In-her goes to the same school as Moo Gi-jun. After growing up, he entered the company with the help of Kong In-ju. Chairman Jong-mo still finds it strange how someone can be attacked and take revenge to the point of killing. Like what Tae-oh did to In-ju. But according to Chairman Jong-mo's secretary, if Tae-oh wants revenge, he won't kill him, but will knock him down until he can't get up again. Chairman Jong-mo felt something was wrong and asked his secretary to investigate. Tae-oh gets a visit from the hacker. He brought evidence that Jae-jun's mother had been in a hit-and-run accident. At that time Moo Gi-jun was 7 years old and he moved to Kong In-her's villa. He lived with In-her for 7 years. When hackers tracked the disposable cell phone used by Moo Gi-jun, he found the contact Moo Gi-jun contacted. And when the hacker tried to call that number, turns out it was In-her. And when they called, the hacker listened to their conversation. In-her says that Jae-jun did a great job in court. Of course, Tae-oh was shocked and couldn't believe it. Then his friend asked Tae-oh not to believe In-her, because it seems like he's not Tae-oh's friend. And the judge sentenced Tae-oh to life imprisonment. Tae-oh does not accept that decision. Hae-won felt very sad. Likewise, the chairman Jong-mo, then In-her informed Tae-oh of the punishment he would receive. The chairman felt sad and devastated. And Kong Hui-ju, who once liked Tae-oh, was very sad and disappointed. Tae-oh is transferred to a general prison. When introduced to his roommate, his friend was shocked by the red label on Tae-oh's shirt, which shows that he committed a serious crime. The gang leader recognized Tae-oh. It turned out that he was the person who had asked Hae-won to pay off her mother's debt. He tries to scare Tae-oh because he feels the most powerful. But Tae-oh didn't pay attention to it. Kong In-her discusses Tae-oh's punishment with Kang-go's lawyer. The lawyer said Tae-oh probably won't get the death penalty because he is mentally disturbed. But In-her hopes Tae-oh will be sentenced to death. He asked the lawyer to get Tae-oh sentenced to death using his connections. It turns out that In-her was the one who told Moo Gi-jun to take a picture of Tae-oh and Hae-won. He was very angry and burned the photo of the two of them. When he looked in the mirror in the bathroom, he imagined Tae-oh and Hae-won making out together. Until Hae-won came to prepare clothes for In-her. But suddenly In-her kissed Hae-won forcefully. Hae-won rejects In-her and he gets angry. Because Hae-won dared to reject him, he pushed Hae-won until she fell into the bathtub. And he also strangled Hae-won's neck. In-her said that she chose Hae-won because Tae-oh wanted her. Tae-oh can want what he still wants, but he can't have it. In-her asked Hae-won not to be afraid, because there won't be any problems as long as Hae-won doesn't forget who she is. It turns out that Hae-won had seen In-her at the place where Tae-oh and Hae-won usually met. Tae-oh gets a visit from Hae-won. This was the first time Hae-won visited Tae-oh in prison. They asked each other how they were doing. And Hae-won answered that she was enjoying the jobless life she didn't plan for. Tae-oh apologizes for what happened, because Hae-won had to go through all this because of him. Haiwan says Teo is in no condition to worry about anyone. That Haiwan would take care of herself. Then Teo asks Haiwan to meet the chairman Jongmo. And tell him that Haiwan wants to work at the foundation, because the foundation is where the chairman Jongmo handles his slush funds. Haiwan also asked what Teo wanted. And Teo answered that his wish was not Kango. At Teo's suggestion, Haiwan finally met the chairman Jongmo. But the chairman Jongmo felt that Haiwan was testing him. Haiwan said that it seemed like Haiwan was useful. Because instead of expelling her, the chairman chose to warn her first. Then Haiwan asked what the chairman wanted from her. Teo asked his prison friend to find a cell phone for him as quickly as possible. And they showed Teo the cell phone. But Teo couldn't have it before paying them. Teo agreed to pay if the cell phone was equipped with a charger. When Teo hit the cell phone, suddenly the officers came and said that Teo had a visit. It turned out that the person visiting him was his mother. But Teo refuses to meet her. And that made his mother very sad. But suddenly Teo stopped and turned back towards the visiting room. But when Teo arrived, it turned out that his mother was not there. His mother came out of prison, devastated. Seeing her son in prison and not wanting to see her. Because he resisted the officers, Teo ended up being isolated. And when an officer saw him, Teo felt like he had seen that person. His eyes were like a driver driving that night. And his eyes are different from Moon Gi-jun's eyes. And when he saw his friend, Teo started to take his hand and ask him for help. Turns out Teo called his hacker friend. Teo asked him to investigate who the driver was at the time of the incident. Because the driver wasn't Moon Gi-jun. If that's true, then Jae-jun is the one who killed Inju. And the proof is the driver. Chairman Jongmo calls in her. He invited Haiwan to dinner too. In her also invited Haiwan to go to the dinner. When Haiwan wanted to leave, In-her grabbed Haiwan's hand and asked her to talk. But Haiwan didn't want to say anything. In-her says that divorce is not an option. And Haiwan said that she would not divorce. Teo's hacker friend is looking for someone to help Moon Gi-jun. And he met a man who could find that person. Even though the man refused and didn't want to get involved, the hacker threatened him. And the man finally told the person who helped Moon Gi-jun. That person is Roy. They searched and chased Roy. But they failed and Roy managed to escape. When he felt safe, he called Moon Gi-jun and planned to meet at a bar. When he arrived, he didn't find Moon Gi-jun. Suddenly Moon Gi-jun comes and stabs Roy in the neck. And Roy fell with a wound on his neck. And it turns out that In-her came to see Roy, who had died. He said to Moon Gi-jun, "Let's kill Hon Teo." Haiwan meets Teo in prison. Haiwan wants the future and present to be Kango. Teo says, "If you want Teo, then don't hide anything." Haiwan then removed the cloth covering her neck. Haiwan said that In-her did that. And In-her already knows what happened between her and Teo. That now there are no three of them anymore. Now it's just her and Teo. Teo confirmed that Haiwan would be the owner of Kango.
내가 꼭 그렇게 만들어.
At Kengoa's family dinner, Chairman Jong-mo said that Haiwan will be the director of planning at the foundation. Of course, this made all the children and daughter-in-law of the chairman Jong-mo conflict. But the chairman remained adamant, even though many people opposed him. And In-ha also doesn't seem to accept his father's decision. Haiwan said that she needed a reason to stay in the Kong family.
즐길 수 있을 때 즐겨.
Moo Gi-jun called the officers at their prison on Kong In-ha's orders. Then Teo is woken up by the officer that he has a visit. Teo left the room suspiciously. His roommate also woke up. Then In-ha came to a restaurant where the hacker was hiding. The hacker was surprised to see In-ha there.
너구나.